As a boy, I lived with my mother in Portsmouth, just a few miles from port. I'd watch the tall ships from the quay and dream of distant lands and foreign seas. I always knew one day I'd be a captain. Mother, what are you doing here?
I understand, my son. It's your father's blood. He told me one day you'd sail away just like he did. This medallion, he asked me to give it to you. That's his portrait in there.
Why wouldn't you tell me about my father?
He left us ashore and sailed away, just as you will. I promised your father I would not stand in your way. Take this medallion, my son, and go with my blessing.
Times were hard in Europe, but with war looming between England and Spain, there were opportunities for enterprising captains. The Admiralty commissioned all available ships to bear the makings of war. I agreed to deliver 100 gunpowder kegs to La Rochelle, but fate decided otherwise.
Ship ahoy, sir!
A Spanish pinnace outsailed and boarded my undermanned bark Naiad, and I lost my ship, my crew, my cargo, and my freedom. I regained consciousness in chains. In time, a Spanish nobleman bought me as a slave to work on his plantation on an island across the Western Ocean, far away from Europe. However, my fortune had not altogether forsaken me. Among my fellow slaves, I found some with bold hearts and experience of the sea, and we managed to break our shackles and steal a small ship anchored in the harbor. I found charts aboard and discovered that an English colony, High Rock, was but a few days' sail from this Spanish outpost. I gathered my men on deck and proposed to sail there and to take a letter of marque. This proposal met with their full approval. Resolved to redeem my fortunes as a bold buccaneer and captain of men, I went ashore at High Rock to seek out the governor and petition him for a letter of marque.
Welcome to Let's Play Sea Dogs. This game actually has quite a bit of meaning to me because when I was younger, my dad and I played this game a lot, and it was just a fun time in my life, and I'm glad I got to experience that with him. So, this game is a combination of different genres such as action, adventure, RPG, a lot of those elements in this game. But since it's a combination of many different types, nothing is really emphasized, so there's kind of a lack of depth as far as the gameplay goes, but it's still a very fun and entertaining game, in my opinion anyway. Probably the biggest downfall of the game, though, are the number of glitches that happen, and you will see plenty of damn glitches, and I'll probably get very pissed off at times about it. But anyway, still a fun game. What I'm actually going to do is record, I think, 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And this is because the game seems to crash quite a bit on my computer. And that way, it will be less likely that it'll crash during a recording, which would really piss me way the fuck off. And we don't want that. We just want to avoid that whole messy situation. And it'll also keep me from losing a lot of gameplay between recordings if it does crash during a recording. But anyway, with all that bullshit out of the way, let's go ahead and get started on the game. First thing we're going to do is talk to Mr. Billy the Town Guard
What can
right
I
here.
do for you, Captain?
I'm Captain Nicholas. You ought to know your place and know my name. But that's fine. That's fine. I accept your apology. That's awful. Maybe I can help you somehow. Alright, let's calm down here. Oh, okay, just a bottle of wine. That's fine. Let's get wine to dine first before we help him. Alright, so each colony in the game, right now we are in the colony of High Rock, which is an English-owned colony. But each colony can have up to 3 places, I guess, in the colony. Here's the shipyard. That's one thing, one place, one feature that a colony can have. Here's the store. And, hey Julia, get out of my way here. Oh my gosh. Here we go. And then there's the tavern. So each colony can have up to all 3, can have a combination, or it might just have 1. I don't think there are any that have 0 or none of those, but I guess it's possible. But let's go into the tavern. This is where we can get some wine. Let's go ahead while we're at it. Talk to this old sailor. All he's going to do, and all this guy over here is going to do, is tell us how to sail and how to fight. And we know how to do that. We know how to do that, so we're just going to get some free experience from them. Alright, 250. Same, the old fencer, just tell me some shit and I'm going to leave you alone. I will talk about how to do all this stuff later. Alright, so now that that's over, we got 250 from each. Let's get some tutorial stuff out of the way here. Or some intro stuff, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Here is, in the tavern, you can hire crew members. Right now we only have 40. That's all that can fit on our little ship. We can't fit any more seamen on our ship. And here's the monthly salary based on the number of seamen you put in your boat. And up here we have our staff, or not our staff. Here's us, Nicholas Sharp. This is our ranking here. And we're rank 12. We want to be rank 1. As you get more experience, you increase in rank. Here's our gold right now, and our reputation will become more important later on. Over here we have our skills. We have sailing. Of course, you sail better with a higher skill. Repair means you repair your ship faster with a higher skill. Commerce, you get better prices and sell stuff for more money, I guess. I never really worry about commerce. Gun laying, you aim your guns better. Reloading, you reload your guns faster. Coordination, you fire your guns closer to the same time. Boarding, this is the most important right now. You do better in fighting when you try to take over a ship. And defense, you lose less people when you get hit with a shot. And grappling lets you grapple another boat in order to board them from farther away. And over here we have our officers. First mate, the most important one, yet the one we can't get for a while. It's probably to do with sailing, that kind of stuff. Although the first mate does sailing as well. So this is probably... Let's see, what do we have? I don't know. We'll find out later. Maybe still sailing. Yeah, boatswain, every bit of speed, turning rate, maneuver. Okay. Master Purser deals with commerce. Master Gunner, of course, deals with all your ship firing shit. And Surgeon, wow. Surgeon deals with your defense skill, keeps people alive. And Carpenter deals with the repair skill and helps repair your ship. So now that mess of crap is out of the way, let's look at the logbook. This just tells you your affiliations and your missions. That's all we have right now. We just need to get somebody drunk. Here is our ship. It gives us some stats about our ship, the damage that's on it, and some more stuff over here. Not really going to go into that. And our ship is named the Principio, I don't know, something like that. And it is a pink class ship. Isn't that awesome for a pirate? And in our goods, we don't have very much. We have plenty of nipples. Nipples abound in our ship. There are grapes, bombs, and cannonballs. Nipples are actually good for slowing down ships. You know, if you flash them, they'll slow right down. But the nipples tear up their sails, and the grapes actually kill people somehow. I guess they inflict massive casualties on the enemy crew. And then bombs do a lot of damage, and cannonballs are just the basic shot that really does a lot of hull damage. And here we have the chest. No nipples on our chest, though. For some reason, we have an ordinary glass, though, and a medallion. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's take a look at this awesome animation. Here we go. Look at them drink. Look at them drink. Drink it up, Roberto. And Julius, drink it right up. Don't you look at me like that. Let's go ahead and talk to Roberto.
You want something, Captain?
How could I refuse such an old and trusted friend as yourself? Okay, so we're going to tell him we're a pirate and not a merchant, and because of that, he's going to give us a quest to find a better telescope up at this island here that I'm not going to try to pronounce because I'm going to look like a jackass trying to do it. And that is actually an officer I could hire, but since I have jack shit for money, I'm not doing it. So outside the tavern we go, and let's go ahead and take this wine back to the town guard.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Oh, I didn't get the wine. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. So, for reals this time, let's get some wine. Didn't even get it. Just walked right out of the tavern without that wine. The guard's like, where the fuck's my wine? You said you'd have it. And nope, I'm a dumbass. I didn't get it. Alright, Billy.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Take it. Don't worry about the money, because I'm a good person. Plus 1 reputation, and 250 more experience points. Now let's talk to this town guard.
Good eye, mate.
And do you want wine too? Oh no, he's going all out here. He wants some rum. We're gonna have some drunk as shit town guards protecting this town. If that doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy, I don't know what will. These people are in good hands.
Good to see you.
I need some rum. Alright, give me that rum. We gotta get somebody drunk right now. He needs it to protect this colony. He needs that rum. And by golly, we're gonna give it to him.
Good eye, mate.
Here it is. And we get more reputation, more experience. Fantastic. Alright, so those are 2 easy experience quests to get out of the way. Let's go ahead and talk to Sailor Penroof.
I don't feel so good.
I want you to talk to me then. So yeah, a lot of people just say one line or a little paragraph of shit and that's it. That's all they say to you. We want to talk to this old gunner though. He's going to give us more experience by telling us how to shoot on our ship. And I already know how to do that, so just give me my experience and leave me alone. Oh, there's the other guy. Theodore. He's also going to give us some experience.
A new face in the town.
And he tells us about hiring crew and stuff. Okay. Well, that's fine. Tartan boats, sure. Go on, tell me more. Whatever. More experience. I already talked to you. Yes, you wanted to throw up on me. Alright, let's talk to Julia.
Same.
Wow, okay. Hey there. Hey there, Julia. Looking out and about, aren't you? Let's talk to Howard Gordon.
It's more than a man can bear.
So yeah, a lot of them will have long text like this, and unless it's story relevant, probably not going to read it out loud. Probably just going to move on. Here's Jason Turnstone.
Have you heard?
Have I heard what? Okay, thanks. Thanks for that useless information. Alright, we do want to talk to this guy right here, though. Albrecht Zapfer.
Scoundrels
Apparently there
everywhere.
are scoundrels everywhere. Sorry to interrupt you. No, I'm not saying that. Calm down. Who are you? I'm sorry, but I'm curious. Why don't you want to talk? You don't lose anything by telling me your story. And there it is. He just comes right out and tells us his story. Here's a thought, sir. If you're a shipwright, I could hire you as a master carpenter. That's one cheap way to leave the island, and right away. In theory, I'd be paying you to leave the island, so that's more than cheap. Did I talk to him yet? I think I did.
It's more than a
okay,
man can
he's
bear.
long-winded. I did talk to him. And these guards don't really do anything. There's Johnny.
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty.
Johnny and Gregory.
Can I
So
help
we had
you?
Billy, Frederick, Johnny. Billy, Frederick, Johnny, and Gregory as our town guards. There's another woman to talk to, I believe, if I can find her. Oh yeah, and that's something simple I didn't show. There's a normal button, or normal speed button, which goes like this, And then there is a run button. You don't really run, but you do go faster. I know there's another woman here. Where are ya? That's Julia, right? Okay, I think her name is Molly. I think that's the one we're looking for. She didn't really tell us anything, but it is. Did I talk to you? Scott O'Brien.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Get a letter of marque? Sure. Whatever. Okay, anyway. I don't see her anywhere. She should be out and about, just like Julia. But she is nowhere to be found right now. Let's go into the town hall. We're going to pick up a letter of marque here.
I trust you have reason to interrupt
action.
me.
Do you want a new privateer? Yes. I want to be one. And we're not going to grovel to him, although it doesn't really make a difference. So we got an English letter of marque. And we have accomplished quite a bit in this episode. And I'm just going to take another quick look for Molly. Not seeing her. She's hiding somewhere. Oh, wait, there she is. Hey, Molly, what's up?
Want a good time?
Wow, okay, you are even worse than Julia. Pretty sure she wants some. She wants some of the Nicholas. Alright, after we have done all that now, our next step is to go to another colony, but we're going to do that in the next part. So, I hope you guys enjoy this Let's Play. I'm pretty excited about it. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.